I got a call at about 6:30 on Friday morning from Ryan.
Thursday night, the building was vandalized, as well as some other state buildings downtown, to include the State House.
I was into work about an hour after those calls.
We knew that there were going to be protests, but we had no idea that they would turn to property damage.
Just to see that level of destruction on this court, this building, was shocking, disheartening, but then, of course, it got much worse.
Going into Friday morning, everybody was scrambling to make a plan. What do we do for tonight? Because again, we had intelligence that there was going to be more of that, and just the things that were going on, around the country. We knew that this was going to escalate.
No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace!
Friday night was the worst. Thursday night was kind of an impromptu protest/riot. Friday night, it was more organized. It wasn't uncommon to see vehicles pull behind the crowd and resupply them, if you will, with rocks and frozen water bottles.
Protesters are folks that are exercising their First Amendment right that we would hope that they do. That's what we stand for, right?
When I saw it, I'm not blaming the protesters at all. As disheartened as I was about what happened to our building, I'm equally as disheartened that people in this state feel as disenfranchised, and the treatment that they receive is unfair across all of our institutions. And that's a separate issue, but very disheartening. And, we need to address that. It was the vandals that took advantage of the people who had a legitimate reason to be protesting.
Our facilities team had just sprung into action.
This building is the pinnacle for our judicial system. It's the most beautiful building that Ohio, has.
Just tremendous effort by them, the responsiveness to come in, to acquire at that time, and you can imagine how many buildings had been damaged downtown, particularly glass. So they were one of the first to get on getting plywood and the materials that we would need to secure the building.
My name's Todd Heberly. I work for Berglund Construction, and we just did a 1.5 year restoration project on the Supreme Court, and now we're back to clean up some spray paint. There's about 45 tags like that, and I got some windows, but the spray paint is kind of the worst thing right now because that's just trying to get it out. It's not necessarily getting the paint off, but it's not messing up the stone that's behind it. It's obviously a beautiful building, and you just have to take care on pulling the paint off without etching the stone. So how we're starting is there's a couple different cleaners that we use. One is it's kind of more like a paste, like a jelly, basically, and you put it on, you leave it dwell anywhere from an hour to 24 hours, and that'll kind of eat off. That's more of the thick paint. And then your power washer, we're using a hot power washer that's behind us. It boils the water before it hits the wall. Kind of helps to pull the paint out a little bit.
I think that there's very legitimate concerns, and I think that in many ways I'm learning more and more with each, incident and the triggers to these incidences. No matter how much I learn, I don't know that I'll ever truly appreciate what the feelings are and what the emotions are and the sense of loss and that is built upon centuries of inequality in our country.
They still not understand it while we're here today.
There's solutions that are going to be proposed. We will embrace those solutions and hopefully, make a tremendous amount of progress here with the entire issues. It's going to take time. It truly is, and I can understand the outrage, and I can understand the voices that say we've given it enough time. It's been our lifetime. It's been our parents' lifetime, and I feel for those people.